Hello, hello, hello. I am Gapwin, here to bring you all your Mac gaming news, reviews, and gameplay. Today I'm looking at some iPad games because it's Friday and I want to have Free App Friday. I'm going to take you through 3 today. I'm going to do 3 or 4 every Friday, depending on the length of the apps and, how I feel that day, what I feel like recording, how much you like it, etc. Let me know. I want to turn this into a weekly segment. Let me know how you like it, and I will try to continue it for you. First thing I'm going to look at today is Despicable Me Minion Rush. This is based on the Despicable Me series of movies, being one in Despicable Me 1 and Despicable Me 2. I call it a series. I find this really fun. I've sunk more time into this game than I care to admit. It's kind of based on the Temple Run style. You're running forward until you hit something, and then the game ends and you start over. This time you're collecting bananas. And the lab and town and little things you run through are very, very interesting. It uses a slightly different control scheme, been used in some other games. I can't remember offhand all the ones. But instead of tilting the iPad back and forth, you are swiping from side to side. You have 3 different lanes to run in. 1 or 2 of them will always be blocked off, so you have to swipe from side to side to get your character to move and collect the bananas, which are the currency used to unlock other things in the game. All in all, very fun. The thing I really like about it are, one, the art style is really good. It's really fun to look at, really pretty, lots of interesting environments, lots of interesting things happening in the background. Also, it breaks it up a lot. You run through different environments. There's like little teleporter portals that take you to different areas depending on how far you run. And there's a bunch of different mini games that you pick up. You pick up little items that enters you into a little mini game that breaks up the monotony a little bit. And also there's even boss fights, one for each area that you go through. They're not very complicated boss fights, but still it's enough of a little mini game to break up the running experience. I find it very compelling. I think it's definitely worth your time, definitely good for a free game, and it's not too money grubbing. Haven't hit a point where you have to pay money to continue. It does beg you a little, but I think the minor annoyance is worth it for the fun game. Next game I looked at is Scribble Hero. This is a Nickelodeon game. You may have seen it. It's got a fairly interesting art style. It's kind of like everything's hand-drawn kind of notebook doodles. It's a top-down shooter. You drag your character from side to side, and he shoots. Depending on which half of the screen he's on, he shoots in a different direction. Kind of an interesting control scheme. Works pretty well for what it does. Levels get a little bit grindy. I will say I play it every now and then. I can't sit down and play it for too long because the levels just get really grindy. And it's structured in such a way that you either need to play money or really, really grind, because everything is super expensive. And not only that, but a lot of the items are one use only, which kind of annoys me in a free-to-play game like this. One use only items are kind of just the developer being a little bit money grubbing, in my honest opinion. So, all in all, kind of fun. If you like the top-down shooter, it's a pretty good example of that, and it's free, but other than that, you can try it out. Not my favorite free game. Next up is Antivirus. This is described as a hacker simulator. I have a ton of fun with this. It is not really a free app in the sense that you get the whole game and then it asks for money. This is the free kind of demo version that gives you access to the first 20 puzzles. But I would definitely recommend checking it out because the first 20 puzzles definitely give you a good feel for the game, and I'm enjoying it enough, I might pay $1 for it. So I think it's a fairly strong concept that you should check out. The puzzles themselves are actually kind of an intro to programming. I did puzzles like this on pen and paper or on the whiteboard in some of my intro programming classes. So it's very good to teach you kind of computer logic and things. You control a small little blue dot, which could be described as a robot, and you swipe your finger different directions to queue up controls. You don't actually control it in real time. You have to tell it where it's going to move, and then you run the program that you give it. And given that you can't see what's going on as you're going, you have to remember how things are going to be on the screen at any given time in the future and really plan out your plan of attack. Very, very compelling, very challenging, really interesting game, and actually a very, very good way to teach yourself, or if you want to teach your kids logic, computer logic, helpful in math. I think teaching anybody logic is a good idea. I really recommend checking this out. Check out the free version. I think it might even be worth the 99 cents to buy the full version. But, you can play the first 20 levels and figure it out yourself. I am Gapwin. This is Free App Friday. I thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you like this. I plan to do it every week because it's Free App Friday. Wouldn't be much of a Free App Friday if I didn't do it every week, at least twice. Do it twice, say it can be a weekly segment, etc. Let me know if you like it. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever, all those fun YouTube things you can do. I am Gapwin, and I will see you soon.